Cleo and Trajan have reached Ondar City after a somewhat uneventful journey. Trajan has decided to contact a few of his old friends from his time in the city before he met Cleo. However, these friends aren't exactly the type that his friend would wish to associate herself. Therefore, Cleo has decided to make her own inquiries on receiving information that Maximus has been seen at various merchants. The only problem is they are located in District 13. Cleo needs answers though, and without little else to go upon, she acquires a hooded cloak in order to try and blend in with the crowd. She finds herself outside a rather seedy-looking shop, though in the window the owner has neatly stacked trinkets and fine ornaments. Clearly an antique store, or perhaps, at best, a junk shop. She enters, only to find the owner cowering behind his counter.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Yes. Yes. May I help you?
Judging by your appearance, you've had an encounter with a mutual friend.
Me? Mutual friend?
Yes.
Oh, no. Yes, I simply, yes, that's it. I fell down the stairs of my shop cellar.
Really? I happen to know for a fact that these properties do not have cellars. My business partner explained the layout of the city and its buildings, at least those he knows of. So I think it would be best if you were honest with me.
Oh. I see. So, what do you want to know?
Maximus. What did he come to see you for? As I said, you've clearly encountered him. I can tell the telltale signs that his hired thugs have been to see you.
Well, if to be honest, I kind of owed him money.
How much?
10,000 krell. He put it up to 100,000 krell, though, so he could send in his thugs.
You paid him what you thought you owed him.
I did. He said he needed it to purchase an artifact.
An artifact? Did he say what kind of artifact?
He didn't say, but he went to a place called Mad Cyril's Emporium.
Mad Cyril's Emporium? There is no such place.
That's what he said. Cyril is a rival to me, of course, but the quality of his goods is nowhere near as fine as my own.
Yes, of course. Mad Cyril's Emporium. Of course. Gideon. I might have known he'd be involved in this.
Would you like to make a purchase whilst you're here? I have a fine line of linens and lace, brought forth from the prisoners awaiting execution in the city jail.
No, thank you. I don't think I'll be making a purchase at all. You have told me all I need to know.
Are you Cleo? the associate of Trajan.
I am. And you are...
My name is not important, but the person who hired me is. I bring instructions for you to meet with them. Do not be late. You are expected.
To the one named Cleo. You are requested to meet with me at the Grey Wolf Tavern on the edge of District 13. You and I are to meet within the hour. Do not be late. It is of great importance that I meet with you. There is much to be done and much to discuss. When you get to the tavern, take the fourth booth on the left-hand side at the back of the main room. There I will meet with you so we can talk. Do not tell anyone where you are going. I believe you are being watched. For now, that is all I will tell you. Signed, a friend. I imagine this is the contact from Lady Eleanor. I've been expecting it since Trajan and myself left Fourth Titan. Word must spread quickly. Anyway, I can't stand around here talking with this poor excuse for a businessman.
Cleo makes her excuse to leave the shop. Her sense of relief is strong. The man she had just been with had a strange odor about him, almost like an odor of rotting flesh and congealed blood. His pale skin also left her feeling nauseous, a most unnatural figure. Upon the instruction of the note she received, Cleo moves to the Grey Wolf Tavern to meet with a mysterious contact. She hopes it's one of the vampire hunters, under the leadership of the Duchess Eleanor. However, it turns out her contact is one of the least expected and most unwelcomed of faces. The problem is, she hears the voice before she sees the face.
Well, well, my dearest Cleo, you received my note. So good of you to come.
No. You. I can't believe it. You sent the message. If I had known that you were the sender of the note, Rafiq, I would never have attended.
Exactly why I had to create a level of intrigue. After all, I know how you enjoy a good mystery.
Give me exactly one good reason why I should not get out of my seat and walk away from this meeting right now. You are the last person in this world I would ever want to associate myself with.
But you need my input, Cleo. Without my help, you will never know exactly as to what Maximus is up to.
The day I need your help, Rafiq, is the day this world comes to an ending. I will not sit here and listen to you spouting lies and manipulation as you do.
Then time is running out. Without the amulet, you have no hope of saving Trajan from the Shadow Lord.
How do you know about Trajan the Shadow Lord? What are you holding back, Rafiq? Tell me. Or do I have to call the city guard so they can extract the information from you slowly and painfully?
So much anger in you, Cleo. You need to relax a little. Perhaps I can persuade you to join me in a snifter of something.
I will decline if you don't mind. My trust in you is about as shallow as a puddle.
As you wish. You are missing out on a fine beverage.
No, I don't believe I am. I would rather be safe than sorry. Dead. Let's see. No, not dead. Still a pulse. I'm kind of relieved. But unconscious, he's of no use to me for answers. City Watch. And they're coming over to this table. No doubt, they are behind Rafiq's nap.
We appreciate your help. We've been after this rogue for quite a while now. We needed an opportunity to capture him.
You knew he was going to meet me? What's going on? An explanation might be in order.
The figure who delivered his note to you is a member of the City Watch. We are aware you're on the trail of Maximus, and whilst he's not someone we're interested in, Rafiq here is on our list.
Well, before you knocked him out with whatever you gave him, he was about to provide me with some vital information. You have set back my investigation quite a lot, so thank you for causing me more problems than I had to begin with.
Yes. Well, we have our quarry, so if you excuse me, we will take it from here. Perhaps you can meet with him in the dungeon, though I doubt he will be in much of a mood to speak once we have finished with him.
I think you're underestimating who you have in your presence. Knowing Rafiq as I do, he won't be in your guardianship for very long.
How right you are. We intend to execute him as quickly as possible. His one-man crime wave has come to an end.
Rafiq will be out in a few days. I happen to know that there isn't a prison in this entire world that could hold him. Now I need to find out about that amulet. I think a visit to Gideon at his emporium would be in order. I only hope Trajan's having more luck with his inquiries.
Cleo makes her way from the table towards the exit, unaware of the figure watching her from the darkest corner of the room. They appear to be very interested in her presence, as if they were expecting her to be there. Once she is out of sight, the figure moves from their hiding place to head over to the counter. It seems Cleo was correct, for the figure is none other than Rafiq. So who was the man taken by the guard? How has Rafiq managed to find someone to take his place? He approaches the tavern keeper and addresses them.
When you next see Maximus, which I am certain will be shortly, inform him from me that Cleo has taken the bait and is on her way to see Gideon. Oh, and let him know that the District 13 City Watch has played their part immaculately. His vampire kin are rather convincing in their role.
With that, Rafiq makes his way back out into the world, knowing that once the impostor Rafiq is executed, he will be free of his obligations to everyone but Maximus, the ultimate survival trick, and he shall be a living ghost. Cleo has moved on from the Grey Wolf Tavern and is making her way through the district towards the store known as Mad Cyril's Emporium. However, she is well aware of the individual who owns and runs this particular establishment, though she knows they will not be pleased to see her. It's been a while, after all. Standing outside the shop, she takes in the scene and the atmosphere. As run down as the first shop she attended, but this one also had a sense of darkness about it, as if something evil had been kept on the premises, though it had long been taken. Cleo takes a breath to steady herself. She doesn't feel nervous, but she needs to be aware of her surroundings.
Hello? Anyone home?
Who be it on this fine and dandy-wandy... oh.
Hello, Gideon. It's been a long time, has it not?
Cleo, if I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. So, why are you here? It's been now let me see. It's been
6 years, Gideon. 6 long years since we parted company. Since then, I've gained a new associate, and I can assure you that he's a far better person and investigator than you could ever be.
I assume, however, you aren't here for the nostalgia. Let me guess, you're interested in what Maximus came to see me for.
Mm-hmm. At least you haven't lost your sense of intuition. Or have you still got your spies following me?
Cleo, you do me a disservice. I don't deal in clandestine matters any longer. I'm a man of legitimate business.
So why did Maximus come to see you? What did he want? What is it I've heard about an amulet?
You mean the amulet of recognition?
Recognition?
Yes, he came to purchase it from me. There's a newcomer to his group, and Maximus believes he knows them from his past.
Who is it?
He paid me 10,000 krell for it, so that he can find out if the new dancer is who he thinks they are.
Dancer? And who is it Maximus suspects them to be?
That, Cleo, is none of your business.
Maximus? How long have you been standing there?
Long enough for you to not notice me. I've been waiting for you.
Waiting for me? What evil plan have you in store for me? You better not have harmed Trajan.
Relax, Cleo. Trajan is perfectly safe and still contacting his underworld friends. It's you I want.
As I said, what evil plan have you in store for me? Torture me if you must, but you'll get nothing of what I know.
Cleo, what kind of a man do you take me for?
A monster of all things.
Pardon?
Nothing concerning you.
The thought of torturing you hasn't even entered my mind. At least not yet, anyway. No, I have a proposal.
Tell me, Maximus, what level of madness does it take for you to wish to make a proposal to me? Whatever you have to tell me, The answer is no.
That's a pity, because it concerns the Shadow Lord. Someone who I believe has become very attached to your friend Trajan. Quite literally, it seems.
I saw you that night talking to Trajan when the Shadow Lord manifested from him. Trajan told me that you were going to pull some strings to save us from having to see Rafik's execution at the hands of the Shadow Court.
Of course, and I have. He walked into the trap I arranged. It was I who secretly tipped off the City Watch of his presence. I helped them to arrange his arrest. You were the bait that we needed.
What?
For that, I am grateful. Therefore, the City Watch will execute him, rather than him be executed by Corvus.
I don't know whether to feel appreciative or disgusted at the thought. Would you at least indulge me and tell me about the amulet?
If you so wish. The Amulet of Recognition is a powerful talisman created by a long-lost ancient civilization that existed long before the days of the Antaeus Empire. Its power lays in its crystal, which harnesses the power of the sun to work. Once it has absorbed enough sunlight, it can be used.
Let me guess. This proposal is that you want me to wear it because of your vampire tendencies. Maximus, Erasmus, Volkov.
Ah, so you did figure it out then. I knew leaving the ring at Fort Titan would lead you to the truth. And no, I don't want you to wear the amulet. You're more important to me alive than dead.
So it does extract life from its wearer. Let me guess. You have someone else in mind to wear it.
I do, but she doesn't know it yet. Once it has extracted her life force, there are 3 others I will give it to. They too shall wear it, and like the one before them, their life force shall too be harvested. It will make it easier for me, however, because all 4 of them are connected by bloodline.
Of course. The family Lynette.
Did you say something?
No, just thinking about how despicable you are. I'm sure your father is rather proud of you, no doubt.
Actually, my father despises me as much as you do. However, I honestly don't care. I have too much fun on my own than having to carry out his dirty work. Granted, I return to Necrosure once in a while, but on the road is where I have my fun.
I hear your journey has been quite a stretch so far. Perhaps it's all the pressing matters you have to deal with as leader of such a complicated troop. I imagine it doesn't roll along as smoothly as you'd like.
Yes, well, that I will not deny. We have our problems in the camp, but I deal with them myself. It's the only way to keep everyone in order and obedient.
So, what now? Where does this leave me?
I am about to leave. When I have done so, you nor Gideon will remember this meeting. It will be as if you were meeting again for the first time round. No, don't worry, Cleo. I met with Trajan as well and also wiped his memory of the amulet. In time you will both remember it, but only when I want you both to remember it. Cleo, if I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake. So, why are you here? It's been now let me see. It's been
6 years, Gideon. 6 long years since we parted company. Since then, I've gained a new associate, and I can assure you that he is a far better person and investigator than you could ever be.
The past is the past, and both you and I have moved on. It would never work. We went our separate ways for a reason. Let's face it, we're both happy. I have my emporium. You have your detective agency with Trajan.
There is only one question I wish to ask. Why this mad Cyril act? What made you come up with such a ridiculous idea?
It's a gimmick for the customers. Those who are serious about making a purchase accept my act for what it is, and those who aren't serious leave dazed and confused by it. It's the ultimate deterrent for thieves too. Who would want to steal from a madman, especially if you don't know what he might do to defend his shop?
I suppose if you like that sort of thing, it will work. However, I must leave and find Trajan. Perhaps he has managed to get some information from his contacts. Oh, we're investigating something important. It's to do with our search of the crown of the Tyrant King and our journey to Verona.
Well, I wish you good luck for your journey.
Thank you, Gideon.
Be sure to stay for when the caravan arrives. I hear it's quite a show.
Trajan and I will be staying for its arrival. There's some people there we'd like to talk with when they do. It's been lovely seeing you again, Gideon. But I think I must depart.
So long, Cleo. Drop by in another 6 years or so.
So, Maximus has wiped Cleo and Trajan's memory of the amulet. However, he has not wiped their memory of their task to save Trajan from the evil of the Shadow Lord. Cleo can't shake from her mind, though, the feeling that she may have recently met with Maximus, though she can't remember where or when, just that she met with him. She also feels deep concern for the family Lynette, as it appears they are in grave danger from Maximus. She needs to warn Vespasian that Maximus is up to something, but without evidence as to what that may be, she may well put him on the pathway to danger. Feeling worried, she makes her way back to the coach inn where her and Trajan has taken rooms. She will wait for her friend to return so that she can speak with him and find out what's going on in the city. Then and only then will they know the full extent of the intrigue that surrounds them. Going against the advice of Vespasian, and having arrived ahead of the caravan, Cleo and Trajan have finally arrived in Ondar City. They found a place to stay in hope that they will have access to the less desirable areas of the city, as they have a number of people to speak with, those who are known to live in a situation of disrepute. Settling down for the night, after their busy day speaking to various business associates of Maximus, the two investigators lay their heads on their pillows and closed their eyes. It's only when Trajan suddenly stirs with a sound of groaning that Cleo is awoken from her slumber.
Trajan, are you awake? Trajan? I can see you're in pain. Can you tell me what is wrong? Where are you feeling pain? Do I need to find a healer? Trajan? Trajan, speak to me. Trajan, of course, I need to check his pulse. 2 fingers to the neck. That's what Nera taught me. Your pulse is steady, my dear friend. You are sleeping deeply.
Of course he's sleeping deeply, but he is unharmed.
So, we finally meet. So you're the one the followers of the Tyrant King refer to as Shadow Lord.
You are very astute, young lady. You are much sharper than I anticipated.
Don't you dare patronize me. I demand to know what harm you've caused Trajan.
With any luck, none at all. I need him as my vessel after all. He must last as long as my journey to Varuna.
You want us to reach Varuna? Why? What is your purpose? For what nefarious scheme does our reaching Varuna aid you?
Because I want to be free of the Tyrant King's clutches. But I am unable to travel without a vessel.
So you've chosen Trajan. Why Trajan? What involvement do you have with Maximus? I heard you both talking that night.
Maximus is a fool. He believes I remain loyal to the Tyrant King. I simply want my freedom.
And why should I believe you? For what reason should I ever trust you on all of this? How do I know you will keep your word and keep Trajan alive?
Because Trajan is pivotal in the destruction of the Tyrant King. You know of his true family, but you do not know of his lineage.
His lineage? What do you mean by that? What is his lineage?
He is a direct descendant of the man who killed the Tyrant King. He is a direct descendant of Vander Mindstorm.
Really? And why should I believe you?
In time you will understand, but for now I must away and return to my dimension before I'm missed. The other generals are waiting for me to make the final pact, but without me they will be unable to return. The ritual in Varuna will prevent them from being able to escape.
Escape what? This isn't over. I fear this is only just the beginning. Oh, Trajan.
Cleo.
Trajan. Trajan, let me feel your forehead. Trajan.
Cleo.
Trajan.
Cleo. What happened?
Trajan, you need to relax. You need to relax, please.
He appeared again, didn't he? The Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord.
Hush, Trajan. I and the Shadow Lord have spoken. But you need not worry yourself about that. Yeah, just relax, rest. Just rest. Please.
Trust him, Cleo. Trust him, Cleo. He knows what he's doing.
And how would you know?
He knows what he's doing.
How would you know? Why should I trust him? Trajan, why should I trust him? Fainted. Perhaps it's for the best. He needs to gather his strength. I feel for him so much. He goes through so many different nightmares, yet he remains the sweetest and most trusting person I know. Innocence could easily be his middle name. Yet there is much more to him than many realize. To carry such knowledge is a great burden indeed.
There is a knock at the door. Cleo opens it, and standing in the doorway is a somewhat handsome man in a rather dashing outfit, his moustache neatly trimmed and cared for.
Are you that investigator woman?
I beg your pardon?
Are you Cleo? It's a simple question.
Then there's no need to be rude. An introduction would be nice to begin with.
Yes, I guess that would be useful. Absolutely. The name's Trajan. Dante Trajan.
I see. And for what purpose are you disturbing me and my sleeping friend at this time of night?
I come on behalf of a group of friends who have taken an interest in you and your friend on the bed there.
If you are referring to the predicament my friend finds himself in, we are on our way to Verona to free him of his bond with the Shadow Lord.
We aren't worried about your friend. Well, we are, but not in the manner that you would think.
Really?
Besides, we can talk about that much later when you reach Verona. No, I'm here to discuss something of much greater importance.
Let me guess. You're a vampire hunter. The answer is no. I'm sorry, Dante, but neither myself nor Trajan have the time to be acting as hunters or marks for your little group. As powerful and as noble as you may be, we have no time to discuss anything with you.
That's a pity, as Lord Eldred wishes to speak with both of you as soon as possible.
Lord Eldred? The founder of the Vampire Hunters?
The same. He requests your presence in the morning if you would be so kind as to attend. He's aware you have already met with Maximus.
Pardon? I haven't met with Maximus at all. I went to visit my old associate Gideon, and it was a rather short and sweet reunion. I did not meet with Maximus.
I thought Maximus might use a mind wipe. Allow me. There we go. Now, what do you know that can be of help?
Why, that no good, low-down, deceitful vampire. I remember everything. The amulet of recognition. He's going to use it to identify a new dancer that's joined his caravan. Allegedly, the two of them have a history.
If he has the amulet, we may already be too late. He needs a sacrifice of 4 in order to complete the pact with the creature that the amulet contains.
The family Lynette. He intends to sacrifice the mother and her 3 daughters.
Correction. His wife and 3 daughters.
Wife. So you have confirmation of this.
Vespasian has been telling us everything since he joined the Caravan. He needed a good cover story, so we may have slipped a little suggestion towards his stepbrother Trajan, your friend in the bed over there, to suggest you send him as an undercover dancer working for you.
No. Vespasian is in grave danger. Maximus will probably already have it worked out that he has been working against him, and will do all he can to remove Vespasian before he can become too much of a threat.
We understand that Vespasian has already let slip to you in his most recent letter, and yes, he sends us a copy of it as well, that he is in fact a magic user. That to an extent is true, but he's no ordinary magic user. He's ethereal.
An ethereal? But that means that he can exist on an entirely different plane of reality. He can vanish and appear as he wishes. Does Trajan know anything about this?
It is best that he does not know, in the same way that he must not know yet about his true heritage and lineage. As soon as we saw him arrive through the gates, we realized exactly who he really is. I trust you have been keeping it from him.
Yes, and it pains me to do so. Though clearly there is a reason for him being separated at birth from his true family. However, I fear the day when he discovers the truth about himself. I cannot guarantee that he will react in a favorable manner.
That is for us to concern ourselves with. We are not only the vampire hunters, we are protectors of the monarchy, and Trajan has been under our close watch for his entire life. We are only becoming involved because of Maximus and the Shadow Lord.
You'll have to tell him eventually, and I will refuse to be the one to break his heart.
His heart will not be broken. It shall be strengthened. Now, I must return to my chapter house and report back to my Grand Master. By the time we meet again, we will have dealt with the scourge of the vampires, and Trajan shall be entirely free of the Shadow Lord.
I only hope you're right, Dante. It seems the stars are beginning to converge upon us, Trajan. I only hope that they are kind towards our mission and guide us to success. Otherwise, I fear for what may happen to my dear, sweet friend that you are. I could not bear to see your heart broken, nor your soul rendered from your sleep. I must sleep. If I am to meet with Lord Eldred, I must ensure that I'm at my best and sharpest mind. Trajan. Trajan. Good night, my dear. dearest, sweetest friend, soon your nightmare will be over, and you shall be free of the darkness that dwells within you. I promise you that we shall win against the evil, and that we can bring an end to the curse of the vampires. I shall personally end the reign of Maximus and his cruelty myself if I have to. Trajan.
The vampire hunters have shown their hand. With the approach they have made, it seems they are preparing to strike a blow at the heart of the vampires. However, Cleo will not know anything for certain about their plans until she speaks with Lord Eldred, founder and leader of the group. For now she must sleep, and as she lays her head down upon her pillow, she sees her friend slumbering softly, without any knowledge of what has occurred in the room that night. She smiles and softly laughs to herself, knowing that if he had been aware, he would have taken it in his stride. With that, she closes her eyes and drifts into a dream of sweet pleasantries and happiness. Her childhood back in the kingdom of Lyonesse.